Hello cookies, it's Iry, I am back and today I'm going to talk to you about my LASIK eye surgery. For those of you who don't know, LASIK eye surgery is a type of laser surgery to correct your vision if you have some type of problems. For example, if you can't see far, or if you can't see near, or if you have astigmatism, and there are many other things that you can actually fix with laser. I had my surgery on the 31st of May 2018 and today it's 9th of August 2018 and I can say that I see about 90 to 95%. When I get tired I see blurry and I'm still a bit sensitive to light and I still suffer from dry eyes. That's actually the biggest side effect that I've noticed so far. I was living in Malta last year when I started to look into really doing it, but I found this clinic called Iry Wallenholm clinic here in Stockholm, Sweden. I mean, I'm not in Stockholm right now. I'm in Gävle, which is north of Stockholm. So why am I saying here in Stockholm? But in Stockholm, and they had really good reviews online. That's actually how I found them. I can't remember how I found them. It was either reviews or I just googled something like cheapest place. To my knowledge, it's one of the cheapest places in Europe where you can do your eyes and they have lots of experience. And for me, I just saw that they had lots of good reviews. Plus, they were almost twice as cheap as many places in Stockholm or all over Sweden. And of course, I would never recommend you to go cheap when it comes to your health as much as you can, because it's your health, especially your eyes or any of your vital senses. But I just thought, you know what, they have lots of good reviews. Of course it seems cheap, but I can always just go there, meet them, book a time and then figure out whether I like it or not. On their website I saw that they offered FS LASIK and then LASIK, and that's when I started to really do lots of research, and I mainly focused on the bad things, as in people who had bad experiences, because honestly, who cares about people who go, oh, my experience was amazing, you guys, it's perfect, now I can see in HD. How many times have I heard people say I can see in HD? I was really focusing on reading forums and people's experiences in different languages. I read them in French, in Swedish and in English, just to get as many reviews as possible and as many of the bad stuff as possible, because I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly what I was going for. Because this is an important surgery. If you consider doing this, there are risks. There are definitely risks, and all the people will tell you there is 0% chance you will get blind. Zero. That has never happened. There's no documented case. I've been told that. Many people have been told that. And I'm thinking, that's not possible really, because with all types of surgeries and procedures there's always some types of risks. Even if it's not the procedure itself that gets you blind, maybe your eyes get infected, or I'm not sure, something might just happen that you don't realize was due to the surgery, and then later on you just go blind or slowly lose your vision. So if you consider doing this, I really recommend you to make a lot of research and look into the bad stuff. Are you ready for the bad stuff that might happen to you? Do you have the money to try and fix it? Do you have the time, courage, strength to try and fix it if it goes left? And I just thought, oh, you know what? Forget it all, I will just go for it, and if it goes left, I'll figure it out. On the day of the surgery, I was of course nervous and anxious and scared and terrified, downright terrified. I'm not going to downplay it, because I was terrified out of my mind. And we did some tests again, which was reassuring. She wanted to check whether my eye statistics and numbers were still the same, whether I had no pressure in my eyes. I mean, she just wanted to make sure for the last time before I go in for the surgery that everything was okay with my eyes. And then I went in, they put some numbing drops in my eyes, and I waited 5 minutes in this tiny room. some of the longest minutes of my life. So I went in the room and you had this huge machine that some YouTubers have obviously shown, and I laid there. So they put that thing that looks like a spider's leg in my eyes in metal to keep the eye open, and they started with the right eye, which was fine. The right eye was actually fine. I smelled the smell of burnt flesh, which I was expecting because everybody and the grandmother on YouTube in forums was complaining about that burnt flesh smell. I found it quite interesting. I was not freaked out or disgusted. I just thought, so that's the smell. Interesting. I've never smelled anything like that before. People say it smells like burnt hair. I disagree actually. I just feel like it smells probably burnt flesh. Like burnt flesh, because I can't even say it smells like barbecue when you barbecue things. It just smells like burnt eye. So basically they did the right eye, everything went fine. I felt some pressure, it went on my eye for a few seconds, and they put some water in the eye after it to cool it down, and that was fine. Onto the left eye, that's when everything went left. Literally, left eye, everything went left. Ooh, no pun intended. They put that thing and I felt it already. It was painful. It was really painful. So then I said, excuse me, I think the eye drops are not working, because forward to before that, I told them that I'm not sensitive to anesthesia. Usually, for example, when I go to the dentist, most people only need 1 or 2 maximum injections of anesthesia so that your mouth is totally numb and you just go hanging like, hey. I need 6 or 7. That has happened to me many times, and for some weird reason they say that it's because my heart is pumping oxygen too fast, so the medication leaves, and I've had that done on many different parts of my bodies where local anesthesia just does not work on me or it disappears straight away. So I told them that many times and I said, can I please have more drops? Can I please have more drops? And she just said, no, it's okay, don't worry, we've done this many times, this is going to be more than enough. And I just thought, I've heard that many times whenever I told that to dentists or doctors that anesthesia does not work on me. I'm not lying, because I know that anesthesia is not good for you. Even if it's local or the general anesthesia, it's not good for your health. And I don't want that stuff in my body, in my system. I don't want more than needed. But when I tell you that those things do not work on me, they do not work on me. My gut feeling was telling me, Iry, you have to run, you have to tell them something. But I was just like, okay, they say they've done this many times. I'm not the first patient they've had. Remember the good reviews online. It's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. When they put that thing on my left eye, I felt it and it hurt a lot, and I felt that it was opening my eyes and maybe it scratched the inside of my lids, I'm not sure, but I felt pain. And then when she poured the alcohol, I felt it sting, you know. I'm not sure if it's alcohol or some type of liquid, but when I made research, people say they either use alcohol or another type of liquid. Now make your research and you will figure out what I'm talking about, but they put a liquid to help scrape off the first layer of the eye. When she poured the alcohol, I felt it and I said, oh no, I'm feeling everything, can we please put eye drops again? And then the assistant nurse, she said, no, no. And she said, don't talk. And she said that in a really rude way. And I said, but I feel it. I feel it. This is not right. I feel it. And then the doctor said, don't move, don't move. No, no. I said, okay. And then she started scraping and I felt it. I was like, no, this is wrong. I was like, it's hurting. Can I have eye drops? Can I have the numbing eye drops, please? I was laying there getting the surgery. And then she said, don't talk, don't move, don't move. No, no, both of them. Extremely rude. Sorry, I'm getting emotional because they were so rude. They thought we were so rude. They were not taking me seriously. They probably thought that I was lying or being a crybaby, but I felt everything. I felt the alcohol stinging my eyes. It was hurting me. Then I felt the scraping that was strong as well, and I was like, please, we can't do this now because I feel it all. And they said, don't move, no, don't talk, no, don't talk. That's just the only thing they kept repeating in such a rude tone. It was not even like, no, it's okay, don't worry, everything is fine. It was like, no, don't talk, don't move, no, don't talk, don't move, with some really strong accent from somewhere. I'm not sure which accent, I'm not going to assume what accent they had, but it was a really strong accent that was not an English accent. It was not like an English accent or American accent, Australian accent. It was an accent from another language that is not English. And then I could not move at that time. I was stuck there. And then the lasik started. It burned and hurt. I felt it. I felt the burning. I felt the pain, I felt the pressure, and I smelled the smell. That was terrifying, that was terrible. That was one of my nightmares, and that's one of everyone's nightmares when it comes to lasik. What if the drops don't work and you feel everything? I felt everything. It hurt, and I just gritted my teeth like this. And then just counted and waited for it to stop, and when it stopped, actually they poured water. And then I don't know what happened, but they poured water, and they poured water only once in this eye, but in the left eye they poured, they looked, they talked to themselves in another language that I don't speak, and then they poured some more, and then they poured some more. So I thought something is really wrong here, this is going left. And I was freaked out and I was angry, and then they said, okay, now you're done and you can get up and get out. So when I got out, the lady that did my controls, she's not the doctor or the nurse who did the surgery, it's another lady. She was like, oh, hi Iry, how was it? How are you feeling? And I said, I am angry. That's literally what I said it in English, in Swedish, but I said, I am angry. And she asked why, and I explained to her that yes, the drops did not work, I felt everything, and when I tried to warn the nurse and the doctor, they were extremely rude, insensitive, unprofessional. They just treated me like a crybaby and did not listen to me when I said that I could feel everything, and they told me to don't talk and no, don't move. Ugh. I'm still irritated when I think about it. I mean, think about it, Cookies. What if that happened to you? Your freaking eyeball is being burnt with a laser and you feel everything, and the nurse and doctor who are supposed to help you are just yelling at you to not talk. Literally, it felt like they were saying shut up to me. I mean, the tone was the same tone as you would use for shut up. And don't move, don't talk, no. It's like, what the hell? I mean, what on earth? Are you serious? Are you freaking kidding me? They gave me some drops and some painkillers to bring back home with me. And let me tell you, the next 4 days were some of the worst days of my life. I saw so many people on YouTube complain about how they had a really tough LASIK recovery, and I also saw many more who had a very smooth, fine recovery where they had LASIK, not LASIK. LASIK goes really quick, but LASIK is usually the one that is a bit more gruesome and bothersome. And many people said, yeah, I'm fine, I'm great. So I thought, okay, you know what? I'm eating more or less healthy and I've been more or less in shape. I mean, I stopped exercising this last month, but I'm still okay in shape, I guess, hopefully. So I should be fine. But boy, was I wrong. Oh my god, the recovery was so tedious. It was painful, uncomfortable, boring as well, because my eyes were hurting. I was nauseous all the time, and then I always felt like I had something in my eyes because they put this transparent lens on each of my eye that is supposed to be a bandage lens to help your cells heal so that you're not scraping them by mistake again. And that was dry on my eyes and I always wanted to get it out, and then I was tearing down all the time. I had tears all the time flowing and my eyes were extremely swollen. I could not even open them. They were swollen, I guess, due to the surgery and due to the fact that I was crying all the time. Not crying, but my tears could not stop flowing out, even though I did not feel like crying. I mean, sometimes I did feel like crying and feeling miserable because the pain and discomfort were just unbearable. And when I say unbearable, I'm not exaggerating here. If someone asked me, would you do it again? I'd say no. No, never. Never, never. It's not worth those 4 days and then 2 months of trying to recover. The first 4 days were horrible. Then the month after that was more or less okay, but I saw double from my left eye all the time, so that was also uncomfortable because if I do it like this, then I see really clear. If I do it like this, I would see double. And then if I just use both of my eyes at the same time, I would see double. And I was so light sensitive as well. I had to wear glasses when I was sleeping in the house. I was never outside. I did not leave the house except from my checkups at the clinic. I did it twice, and except from those times I was never outside. I haven't been to the grocery store in 2 months or more since I had the surgery. Actually, I haven't been back there because the lights in the in the aisle, they have these bright neon cold lights that are just so strong that would have just been suicidal for my eyes. Now, like I said, it's the 9th of August. I had my surgery 31st of May. I can see between 90 to 95%, and when I'm tired or when it's late, I see blurry, sometimes from my left eye, sometimes from my right eye, sometimes from both, and sometimes I have these moments where things go wobbly, like woo, like a wave for a few seconds, maybe once or twice a day, but I guess that's when I'm tired or straining my eyes, and I still can't really work in the living room for many hours during daytime because there are windows everywhere and it's way too bright and it just gives me a headache. And I still put my settings on my phone, iPad and computer brightness wise on really low, as in almost no brightness, because I'm still kind of light sensitive, and yes, I have my ring light on and it's blinding me, you guys, and I feel like I'm starting to get a small headache from it because it's way too bright and my eyes get tired from it. But it's nothing that is really crazy at this time because I feel like I can handle it now, and I've been so careful with my recovery, with my eyes, with everything I've done to recover, that I think so far, hopefully, it's going well and it's going to keep on going well. And I could do my eyeliner today for the first time, which I am so happy and relieved about, because for me eyeliner was the one last test to see whether my vision really has improved or not. I tried my old glasses and they're just totally blurry, so I just thought, okay, this could go 2 ways. Either they're totally blurry because my eyes are better, yay! Or they're blurry because my eyes are worse. Oh. But hopefully it's because my eyes are better. When I did my 1 month checkup, she said that I have minus 0.25 in this eye, and this eye was supposed to be good. Oh, it was the opposite. One of them was supposedly like 0, as in the right strength that my eyes should have, and one was still 0.25, but she said they still need time to heal and to adjust, and same for my astigmatism. I'm not sure where my astigmatism is at the moment, and she said that astigmatism might need some more time to heal, and that's why I see double from the left eye. Nowadays I can say that I see double only when I'm really tired, or when it's late, or when it starts to be a bit too dark. But otherwise it's quite okay. By the way, I'm digressing here, but there is a makeup tutorial on this look that will be uploaded before or after this video. If you're interested, I will leave it somewhere here and in the description box down below, or you can find it on my channel as well if you're interested. This is the makeup look that I had today to take my passport photo, since I'm making a new passport. And I just wanted to look good on it because all my official photos look terrible, so I thought, well, for the first time I will try to look good on some official document. When I went for my checkup the second time, or the first time, I told the lady that was checking my eyes that I was eating a lot of blueberries and strawberries and oranges and peaches and banana, lots of fruits, because I wanted the antioxidants. And she said, oh yeah, true, vitamin C is really good for recovery. And then I read on other blogs and forums after that some doctors actually do recommend taking vitamin C because it helps your eyes recover. And I got irritated because I thought, wasn't it her job to kind of tell me that I had to take vitamin C to help me recover? There are many things that I had to figure out by myself, like sleeping with sunglasses. She never told me that, but many people recommend it. Many doctors abroad that have their own clinics, and in their frequently asked questions or like care page, they would tell you what to do, what not to do, and many of them recommended sleeping with sunglasses. And I'm actually glad I did that, because when I asked them at Lihema, they said, no, it's fine, it's okay, but I think I would have messed up my eyes really bad if I did not sleep with my sunglasses. And many other tips and tricks like that I feel like they let me down, because they should have been suggesting those to me, recommending those to me. I should not have to make my own research and figure out how to heal best. You have to tell it to me. I mean, you're the one who are doing this as a business. It's not me. So why should I be the one making my own research and figuring out how to get help and how to make this happen? By the way, I don't know what's wrong with this shirt, but it's all wonky all the time. This is from Reese, and it's okay. I mean, it's an okay shirt, but I feel like it makes my shoulders look a bit wonky. So I will be making a video on tips and tricks and things to know, and things people don't tell you, but things that work for me when it comes to recovering from LASIK. Now on to choosing LASIK versus LASIK. I chose LASIK because I did not want to have a flap, because I like doing lots of outdoor sports, outdoor activities. I'm not very careful with myself. I'm very clumpy. Clumpy? Clumpy? Okay, clumpig is Swedish. I meant I'm very clumsy. So I would be that person who goes out and then just gets their flap open. And when I read online in forums and when I watched lots of YouTube videos, people had more side effects when they did LASIK than LASIK. Of course, you have people who've had bad experiences with LASIK, but from what I have researched, there are much more people who've had troubles doing LASIK, and there are some surgeons actually nowadays who only ever recommend LASIK to their patients, because they say that it's much safer. Of course, the recovery is longer and it's much harder, but it is safer in the long run, and you don't have the fear of having a flap, you don't have the connective tissues that are all going weird in your eye, you don't have the risk, not such a high risk of dry eyes, and there are many more reasons why people would recommend LASIK over LASIK. The one thing I would say is that if you want a really quick and fast recovery, then LASIK I guess is the right choice, but I wanted to bet on the long-term effects instead of something that is just quick and a quick fix. I wanted something that I could rely on for a long time. This part right here is for the people who found this video because you're struggling with LASIK recovery, and all I can say is have some patience. I know it's so frustrating because you hear about people who see well after 2 days, 4 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and there you're at 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks still not seeing properly, and you just get paranoid. You think that it failed, that you might need to fix it later on, or that something terrible is happening. No, it just takes a really long time. Just have some patience. I went through all stages of paranoia because I was convinced that it did not work out, especially my left eye, because maybe something happened since I could feel the procedure happening or whatnot. But I was just extremely scared. But now that I can see that my vision is slowly but surely improving, I can tell you that even after 2 months, don't stress yourself too much if you can't see properly. If you see 50%, 60%, 70%, 40%. I mean, some people say it might even take you 6 to 12 months in some cases to recover. And I know that sounds crazy to wait that long. But all I can tell you is have faith, have courage, don't be scared, don't be afraid. You're doing great, it's going to be fine. There's high chances that you just need to adjust and you just need some time to recover, and I'm still not 100% you know, where I want it to be. I'm at 1995 and it went slowly. I could not even see it on a day-to-day basis. Some people say, yes, I'm not there yet after 2 months, but every day I see it improving. I did not see it improve every day. I saw it improving every week because it was so slow. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I will reply to you in there. And if there are many questions, I might make another video to answer your questions as well. And yeah, that's it for me. If you're going through LASIK at the moment and recovering, good luck to you. You can do it. It's going to be amazing. If you think about doing LASIK or LASIK, please make some research. Research. I read somewhere that 1 in 1,000 surgeries goes entirely left. And I was convinced I would be that 1 in 1,000. I'm not even joking. I told John with my bad luck, because I usually have bad luck in life, I would be that one that makes it 1 in 1,000 fails. It can be me. It can be you. It can be someone you know. So make your research and get ready in case you're that 1 in 1,000. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I just want you guys to take it as it is, which is a heavy procedure. I know that here in Sweden it's considered cosmetic surgery, even though my eyes still look the same. They unfortunately did not turn green or hazel, because those are the colors that I really would like to have. They are the same shape. They are still exactly the same. So I don't know why here in Sweden it's considered plastic surgery, because honestly I promise you my eyes look exactly the same as before. There's nothing that I can see. I mean I can't even see scars or anything, so yeah, I guess you can say I got plastic surgery, LASIK, in my eyes. Expect my video that will be coming soon about the tips and tricks and hacks on how I managed to deal with my LASIK. And I will see you cookies at the next video. Bye!